Have you ever wanted to ask a real estate broker questions as a realtor in the industry? Well,
I'm broker Nick at Premiere Plus Realty, and I guess I'm here to answer them.
you got to tune into this episode of Really Mary and find out more.
Really, Mary?
Welcome back to Really Mary. I am so delighted today to have our broker Nick from Premiere Plus Realty in the studio with me today. Yay!
Hey, here we are.
Here we are. And we're going to kind of fast, rapid questions for Nick that I've gotten written down that he doesn't really know about yet. So we're going to give them to him. So the first thing is, what advice would you give to an agent who feels stuck or stagnant in their business?
Sure. I think it's a great question, Mary. And it's hard to have that conversation in just a couple
Seconds.
minutes.
Yeah.
It's hard to answer that in just a couple seconds. But I think truly, you are who you surround yourself with, right?
Absolutely.
So make sure you're in the right environment.
Mhm.
Make sure that you're getting the tools and resources from your brokerage that you need.
Mhm.
Make sure that you have people that you can lean into. Make sure that you have a community of
Mhm.
people that will support you and that you can support them as well.
Mhm.
Really, at the end of the day, for me, it's environment. Are you surrounded by the right people?
And I love that because your average amount that you earn is the top 5 people you spend the most time with.
Sure.
But what I will add to that is get in action. You
Yeah.
feel stuck, get in action.
Yep.
Pick up the phone, have the open house, do something,
Yeah.
but put on your name badge, go out and talk to people. That will get you unstuck as
Absolutely.
well, on top of all the
Yeah.
folks that you want to spend time with. Okay. How should agents prepare for the next 12 months in our market?
Oh, wow. Make a plan. Sit down,
Business plan.
write out your goals, have a business plan. You can't just be winging it in this business, not in 2025, certainly not in 2026. The days of people just working with any old agent or houses just selling themselves, they're gone. You need a plan, you need a mentor, you need coaches. I think one of the best things that an agent can do is hire a coach, whether it be for accountability or motivation. Just have a team behind you that's pushing you to be better, to do more.
I'm going to add to that a coach. We coach, shout out to Tom Ferry organization, and Tom is my personal coach. But I will tell you that joining a team, the right team that has mentorship and accountability and all those things is really critical, because when you add up all the things that you need to spend
Yeah.
personally outside of what the broker provides,
Mhm.
it's costly.
Of course.
So that team environment, the right team, make sure you interview one who you fit the tribe, if that's something that you'd like to do in the next 12 months. Okay, this is another good one. What's the number one thing every single agent understood about the brokerage? You wish every single agent would understand about the brokerage.
No,
Yeah.
I think for me, what really sets Premiere Plus Realty apart is that we're one of the few remaining family owned and operated brokerages in Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
You're not a number. People hear, oh, they have 1,500 agents. They don't know anybody. It's just not true. I know people's voice. I'm on the phone from 8:30 in the morning straight through 5:30 at night, nonstop, hundreds of phone calls a day. All of our team is.
Yeah.
We know who everybody is
Yeah.
because that's the environment that we want. We don't want to work at a company that doesn't know everybody and
No.
everybody's just a number. So we're really passionate about that, and being locally owned gives us the freedom and flexibility to do a lot of things that you just couldn't do at other offices.
Well, case in point, the giving tree that you just did,
Mhm.
basically, I'm going to call it a giving tree
Sure.
for toys.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was
Yeah.
like people coming together. It was super cool. If you want more about that, just go out to the Premiere Plus. You can see all about the cool event
Yeah.
that was just done for a breakfast that this company really doesn't get that much in fees, and yet was able to put together people to put money together so that we came for breakfast for free.
Yeah, for sure. You're so right, and that just shows how much we're willing to put our agents before ourselves and before the business at the end of the day, because we want to invest in these experiences that bring us closer together as a community.
Yeah.
We just want to prove we're not just another real estate office.
You're not just a pretty face.
We're not, I mean, I am just a pretty face, but so much more, Mary.
You're so much more.
So
You're
much
not
more.
just that pretty face. I
That's
didn't
right.
say you weren't. I just
All
not
right,
just.
fair enough.
Right? Exactly. If someone is deciding between joining a team or staying independent, what guidance would you give them? I know what guidance I would give them, but what guidance would you give them?
Sure, yeah, and to me, it's where are you at in your career? Are you just starting off? Are you just, getting ready to sunset your career? Where are you in life? What kind of life are you looking to have right now? Do you want to be the person that's doing everything all at once, all of the time? If you are, then being an individual agent may be better for you.
Yeah.
If you're newer and don't know where to start and you're looking for mentorship, absolutely join a team.
Yeah.
That's the best place that you can boost your business. Maybe you're at the end of your career. You don't know what to do with your book of business, or maybe you really just enjoy open houses, but you don't want to deal with the paperwork or showings or anything else. Being a part of a team brings a lot of opportunity, even at that stage of your career.
And I'd fill in the gaps in between that because at the
Sure.
beginning and the end, for sure, those are great opportunities. But, you have three choices. You can either join a team, or be an individual.
Sure.
You get those three things. So then it's, the chart that kind of looks at the pros and cons of each of those. And if you do choose to start a team or join a team, you need to go through that and really understand what that's about. And then who do I want to be with?
Sure.
Because if you start a team, having done that 15 or so years ago, there's a lot of things that you don't really understand. Are you a good leader? Okay, leadership is my gift, visionary. Am I a good manager? Not so much. Do I always hire well? Not so well. But I'm surrounded by people, and getting those people around you is half the battle.
Sure.
And our agents, we have really long tenure with our agents. And, some of them was in the middle of their career, and some are headed out, and some are new. It really depends on, as Broker Nick said, what's best for you. So I do love that question. How does Premiere Plus help agents stand out in a competitive market in Southwest Florida?
Sure. Another great question. So, at the end of the day, our compensation structure allows our agents to invest in the marketing and the promotional resources that they think will support their business best. We do provide a number of tools and resources, but ultimately, because of our compensation structure, they're free to do whatever they see fit. They're not tied down to a national marketing campaign. They're not having to put in co-op dollars or anything, franchise fees. They can do whatever they'd like. While we still have that national reach, they're not paying a big price for it.
It's funny that you say that, because there are some brokerages out there that charge you a pretty hefty fee.
Yeah.
And then what you get for that is 100 postcards, and you get your house like this big in the newspaper.
Sure.
And you get their brand name.
Mhm.
I would say Premiere Plus Realty here in Southwest Florida honestly has the brand name. We lean into that. Of course, the Bartos Group does as well.
Yeah.
But we really lean into the fact, and the numbers speak for themselves, for
Absolutely.
the number of agents, but the number of people we help in a year.
Sure. Premiere Plus Realty has been a market leader for almost all of the 22 years that we've been around. We've always been in that top 5 category, with most of the years, honestly, being in that top 3 category. You won't find another brokerage in Southwest Florida that does more individual transactions than Premiere Plus Realty.
Yeah.
You just won't. As far as sales volume goes, we've always been, 2.5, 3 billion. During the pandemic years, we were up to 5, 6, 7 billion. So it really just size, right? At the end of the
Right.
day, size matters. Exposure to the customer
Yeah.
is just so important, and that brand
Totally.
recognition.
Brand recognition. Something else that happened, which isn't one of our questions, but I'm going to kind of plug it in. Premier Plus created a relationship with United Real Estate.
Yeah.
And that is a phenomenal. They are a phenomenal
Yeah.
company as well. And that reach just took us even further.
That's right. Yeah. So about 18 months ago, we joined the United Real Estate family of companies. We're still family owned. Nothing changed there. We basically just became an affiliate of the National United Real Estate Network. That's given us access to 130 plus offices and 22,000 plus agents nationwide to have that referral network that a lot of other larger traditional split brokerages offer to their agents. We're able to offer that at no increase in cost to our associates. So it's
Incredible.
just awesome.
It
really.
is. It is. And the leadership there is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, they are.
Knowing them individually, it's,
Yeah.
shout out to you guys. Phenomenal. All right. So I've got 3 questions left, and I think they're all kind of important. So I'm going to ask them all.
Okay.
What makes you proudest about being a part of Premiere Plus Realty? You might have hit that, but let's kind of really nail it.
Yeah, that's a great question. Before I joined Premiere Plus Realty, I had known Dave Gallus and had the opportunity to work with him on a couple of conflicts and knew what a respected gentleman he was and how committed he was to the success of his agents and to the success of the business and how he just gave everything and to take a position that I get to walk in his footsteps. It's not something I take lightly, truly.
Yeah.
It's really a privilege to continue that legacy that Dave started and get to help to have the opportunity to lead the brokerage into the next generation of real estate. It's just what an honor.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy too.
Yeah.
All right. Another great question. What's the one piece of advice every agent should take into the new year?
Ooh, I may have covered this.
You might have, but
I
now you only get one.
Yeah, now I get one. Create a plan and stick to it.
Love that. I'm going to add, have a morning routine. Understand your schedule. Get it on your calendar, because if it's not there, it does not exist.
Yeah.
Calendaring. All right. Last question. You ready for this? And the drum roll is, if someone watching this is considering joining Premiere Plus Realty or joining real estate in general, what would you say to them?
Sure. I think real estate can be one of the most rewarding careers to exist. Sales in general, there is no ceiling. You get out of it what you put into it. I like working for myself. I like setting my own goals. I like exceeding my own goals. You're just limited by the barriers that you set for yourself. I think get into it, get your license, reach out to somebody in the industry, ask them how they got into it, what pieces of advice they can share with you, what problems did they have when they were getting into the business. Just absorb as much as you can from people that are finding success into it, and then go to joinPremierePlusRealty.com.
Boom. There, I was waiting for that.
Sorry.
If you hadn't have said that, I'm going to be like,
we got to do it again because I got the domain name wrong.
Do it again.
But, really the biggest tip I can give is go to joinPremiere.com. There you'll learn all about the tools and resources that Premiere Plus Realty offers to all of our associates, including our compensation, and set up a meeting to meet with our director of growth. And, let's get you started. Period.
Heard it here. Let's get you started. So until next time, I'm Mary Bartos with the Bartos Group of Premiere Plus Realty.
And I'm Broker Nick with Premiere Plus Realty.
And we can't wait to see you here having a career in real estate and joining the team.
That's right.